Hello, and welcome to another episode of How I Spent the Apocalypse. As if the coronavirus wasn't bad enough, at this point we're now dealing with race riots all over the country. And it's something that we have to deal with. It's something that we have to stop the hate. We have to stop it right now. All of this, we're better than everybody else because has to stop. We have to stop teaching our children hate. We have to. A lot of people are judging the rioting, especially in the pandemic, because it is going to spread the plague. But I know that the struggle is real. I know all about racism and all about prejudice, and we all do. And it's got to stop. We can't allow this to happen anymore. And we sure as hell can't condone it. But that being said, if you're not in one of the inner cities, if you're in the country like I am, you can know what's going on and you can do what you can, but life goes on. This garden has to be taken care of, maybe now more than ever. Okay, so to get away from the serious for a minute, or maybe not, this episode that I'm doing was suggested by my brother, Bill Allen, and we call this All About Hoes, or Fun with Hoes. Now, as I said before, probably my least favorite thing in the garden is weeding, but if you don't weed, you don't have a garden. And so, every weeding task, you can either pull them up by hand, which is tedious and takes forever, or you can use different hoes. This is a triangle hoe. I like a triangle hoe because she feels good in the hands. She's smooth and easy to operate in the tight spots. See how I can get right up close and feel the earth without destroying anything that I might want to play with later. That's what kind of hoe she is. And it tears up the earth, and it's a really good hoe. I like it. It's easy to use. Okay, so that is the triangle hoe. All right, so this is one of my favorite hoes ever. She gets around. She's called a hula hoe. Okay, and literally what it does is it shaves the earth and cuts the root off. And it's really, you can see it's easy to use. We've got a lot of compaction in this garden right now because of all the rain. But as you can see, old Hula Ho, she'll come through for you when nobody else does. And as you can see, she has a box. All right, so now why am I not going to show you a regular hoe? Because for me, in my experience, a regular hoe, well, first off, she's been everywhere and done every one. Who wants her? But second off, it just does, unless you're going to use the corner of the hoe, and kind of turn it into your own triangle hoe, it's really not the easiest one to use. I use my regular hoe mostly to mix cement, which we will watch in some future episode, I'm sure, because I build everything out of cement. This is called a tine hoe or a cultivating hoe. It's really nice, especially when you've got compaction. It digs down deep and it basically aerates the soil. As you're doing it, it's really good for those kind of things. Okay, so fun with hoes, as promised, Bill Allen. All right, so this is what I've done forever. But this year, my lovely wife was nice enough to buy me this. Now, you saw how much worth those were. This is a battery-operated cultivator. It works like this. You push that button down, you pull the handle back, You let the button go, and it just does all that work that took me that long. It takes it about 3 seconds to do. Now I still have to have the hose to go around plants and stuff like that, but as you can see, this makes life a lot easier. Now, but if I waited for the 28 years it took me to put the money together to get something like this, I wouldn't have a garden. So it's all about what you have. I also want to point out something that's obvious if you can see it all. Can you see that orange stain on my pants? Okay, you see how I got my pocket hanging out? See how yellow and orange and nasty and wet and gummy it is? This is proof that Lynn is right and I am the biggest slob in the world. At least once a week, I find an egg the chickens had laid in a miscellaneous place and I stick it in my pocket. I then promptly forget that it's there, stick something else in my pocket or lean against something, and then I'm walking around for several minutes when I go, what's that wet gooiness on my freaking leg? What the hell is that? And then I'll look down and or worse yet, I'll just stick my hand in my pocket. I come back, oh, that's what that is. That used to be an egg. But most people, they would run in and change their clothes. But I'm busy, I ain't got time for that shit. So by the end of the day, I'll smell like a rotten egg. But I'm okay with that. And this has been Fun with Hose.
I just wanted to take a minute to show some of the garden. By the time she gets finished, all that dirt that's compacted is going to be nice and loose and aerated again. There's some of the corn. Of course, you saw the raised bed in another video. One of these days she's going to talk to you about this, I'm sure. The cold frame, it's an entire show, and I'm sure she'll talk about that eventually. Back there in the back, again, something I'm sure she'll talk about eventually. She cut up boards that the carpenter bees had already started boring, and she stacked them up, and they still live in there. So you ask, why do we encourage carpenter bees? Well, it's fairly easy to discourage them from places where you don't want them, and right now they are about the only bees we have. Have a great day.